Falling overboard from a cruise ship is one of those things everyone fears, but almost no one truly understands what happens next. Today, we're taking you behind the scenes into the real process that activates the moment someone goes into the water. First, cruise ships have highly sensitive detection systems. Most people think no one notices, but modern ships use motion sensors, rail cameras, and crew surveillance to track unusual movements. If someone falls, jumps, or slips overboard, the system usually flags it within seconds. When the alert goes off, the bridge crew responds immediately. The ship begins a man overboard protocol, which includes marking the exact GPS coordinates where the person went into the water. This is critical because even with a small delay, the ship moves fast, and currents move faster. The ship will then begin a massive turn called a Williamson turn. It's designed to bring the ship back to the same location as quickly as possible, but this maneuver takes time. Cruise ships are huge and they can't stop instantly like a car or small boat. While the ship turns around, crew members throw special floating markers and life rings into the water. These items are bright, reflective, and easier to spot from a distance. The crew also activates searchlights and sends lookouts to high observation points to scan the ocean. Next, the captain alerts the Coast Guard. This is standard procedure no matter where the ship is. The Coast Guard sends aircraft, helicopters, and rescue boats to begin a coordinated search pattern. Every minute matters because water temperature, waves, and weather affect survival time. What most people don't know is that surviving a fall depends heavily on how you land. The drop from a cruise ship can be 50 to 180 feet. If someone hits the water badly, injuries can happen instantly. Broken bones, unconsciousness, or shock. But if they land correctly and stay calm, survival is possible. Another challenge is visibility. At night, the ocean looks like pure black glass. Even with searchlights, finding one person in millions of gallons of water is incredibly difficult. That's why the crew uses infrared cameras and thermal imaging to detect body heat on the surface. If the person is found alive, rescue boats are launched. The crew is trained for this exact moment. They're fast, skilled, and know how to pull someone from rough waves safely. If the Coast Guard arrives first, they take over the rescue. But here's the truth. Falling overboard isn't instant doom. Many people have been rescued. It all depends on how quickly the fall is reported, how calm the conditions are, and how fast rescue teams can reach the spot. So, while the idea of falling overboard is terrifying, cruise ships have strict protocols, advanced technology, and trained teams ready to act in seconds. It's not something that happens often, but when it does, every part of the ship goes into action to save,